I have a few plans. I wrote it on my notes right here. My plan is that after this, I'm going to sleep right away and do the challenge right after I wake up. I will order coffee in the night about 6 to 7 p.m. to make sure that the store isn't closed at that time. But that's the thing, I don't think that's going to be effective since every time I drink coffee, it still makes me sleepy. So if that plan doesn't work, I'm going to take a shower when I'm sleepy. I thought it might refreshen me a bit. This is the most important one. Don't read in bed at night. The last thing that I wrote here is that I should read easy books. I think that's it. And see you in the morning, I guess. Good morning, guys. It's almost 7 a.m. I've already washed my face and brushed my teeth, and now I am ready to do the challenge. First of all though, I'm going to pick out the books. Okay, let's go. You know what? Looking at my shelf, there's not much options, but I think that will make it easier actually. I'm just picking out what books I think is going to be easy to read. The Throne of Swans, The Cheat Sheet, Inheritance Games. And then next, I have Take Me With You When You Go. I don't know what this book is about though. The Effortless. Lastly, Today, Tonight, Tomorrow. That's it. That's a lot. I decided to put all of these books on the pile that I'm going to read, except the Inheritance Games, since I think I'm going to do a whole video of the series of the trilogy alone, since this is the morning and I'm still very excited. I think I'm going to read Throne of Swans first, since I think this will have a lot of world building, and if I read this in the middle of the night, my brain cannot comprehend it for sure. We are moving location. I brought my things that I need, and I'm going downstairs to my mother's office since it's Sunday. The office is closed. There will be no one around. Perfect place to read. Oh my god. I've got everything that I need. I have my water, snacks, more drink. I'm starting the challenge. It is currently 9:15 a.m. I guess the 24 hours start now. Quick update. Right now it is 11:11. I'm still enjoying reading the book, but I've also been contemplating all of my life choices at this moment. I start at 9:15 and it's almost 2 hours since then. I am 108 pages in, and I've got to say that this has been pleasant. I like the fact that this book doesn't have like a really serious world building. So basically the main character, Adrien, is the protector of her kingdom, I guess, after her father had just died. And rather than staying in her own kingdom, she chooses to go to court, which is basically the capital, where her uncle is the king. Anyway, the whole point of the story is that Adrien is a noble, and every noble in this world can transform into a bird. But after an incident, Adrien could not transform again, and that is also when her mother died. And for the nobles who are supposed to be able to transform into birds, if they cannot transform, the punishment for them is that they would be banished. There is even a death punishment. So Adrien has been trying to hide it from everyone that she cannot transform. It's getting interesting. While Adrien is still trying to revive her abilities to transform, the king offered forced to participate in a tradition, which is that when a royal family is married, in this case Odette, after the wedding, bride will spend a night in the sacred lake with someone accompanying her. The king assigns Adrian as that someone who will accompany his daughter. The sacred lake is up on the mountains. That would mean she had to fly, and we know well that she cannot. So then obviously Adrian is panicking. And then she remembered a past conversation between her and her cousin's fiance, soon to be husband, that he could help her. And that's what she did. She asked for his help. It turns out there is a potion that could force someone to transform, and it was successful. Unfortunately though, in the night at the same day, she went to the garden and she stumbles into Lucian and his servant. They were talking. Basically, the point of that conversation was that he would sacrifice her for the kingdom's good. He won't even waste a second to sacrifice her, and it's kind of sad. So it's not very smooth sailing for our main characters. But I do be kind of loving the slow burn though. It is currently 2:31 p.m. I got so sleepy, but I've reached page 258 already. I've got less than 100 pages left. I'm actually getting excited because I think this is the start of the exciting part. Also, the start of the romance between the two characters. I'm excited for that. I almost fell asleep while reading this. It's only the first book, but I'm already suffering. And the situation right now, it's rainy. The sky is gloomy. I don't think you can focus, but it's gloomy. Just the more reason to sleep, bro. I'm on the last 10 pages. It is coming to a conclusion, but not the conclusion that I hoped for. But this is something at least. And I'm done. I'm going to cry. I get why this is a duology. I'm speechless. It is such an amazing book. This is. I think I'm going to do a review later on, probably at the end of the video, since I don't think I'm in my right mind right now. Right now it is 3:45 p.m. and I've chosen my second book, which is Today, Tonight, Tomorrow. I'm gonna use my phone for a little while since the battery, my camera battery ran out. But before I'm reading the second book, I'm taking a jelly break and I'm going to write a review on Goodreads for the first book. Wait a second. Bro, I've been scammed. Oh my god. I've never seen this type of paper on an English book before. So upsetting. I'm so sorry for the author. I did not mean to buy the fake version of it. I did not mean to buy a reprinted version of this. I've been through serious consideration. I've changed my mind. I'm going to read the fine print instead. You know what? It might not be a reprinted version. I bought the fine print in Paraplus and it has the same paper type, so it's probably original, but I'm already in a bad mood, so I'm going to change the book I'm reading. I'm reading this. location temporarily. I'm going to be in my room in a short while. This is the guest room. Since the lighting was so bad in the office. But a quick update, it is 6 p.m. exactly. So it has been 9 hours since I first started this challenge. I'm in my second book. I've read this much of the fine print, 106 pages. And honestly, since this is just an easy novel, I've been enjoying it so far. And I'm already thinking, based on my enjoyment alone, I would probably give this book a high ranking, a high rating. But that is what I want to discuss a little bit about. The thing is, how good the literature of the book is. I don't know why, it just most of the time doesn't really matter in how I rate my books. And I feel like it's just unfair to the authors who write with intricate writing with such deep meaning words, and I gave those books a low star since I rate books based on how much I enjoy the book. And I'm sorry for anyone who does not have the same opinion as me. That's it. Let's continue. Yeah, I'm still in the guest room. Now I'm going to order coffee. It's 6:50 p.m. right now. I'm going to search what kind of coffee has the most caffeine in it first though. It is currently 7:27 p.m. Now I am ready to read. I'm very happy. I got my coffee. I got vanilla with cream cold brew. I heard that cold brew has the most caffeine in Starbucks. I've also got Domino's pizza and mac and cheese. So now I am a happy young woman, and I'm going to happily read my book. Okay, not an update, but for now I'm going to read on my tab since I'm eating a pizza and I don't want to get any stains on the book, mainly because it's not particularly my book, it's my sister's, and I'm not planning to be murdered today. And let me tell you, these grown-ups, I feel like they've never dated before or something. I feel like they just get horny every time they meet each other. Like, a quick time check, 10:38 p.m. I'm 85% into the book. He's an asshole. And you know what? He pulled... What can I say except for this curse word? He pulled the crap that it's me. It's me. It's not you. It's me. That crap. Yeah, such a prick. Oh my god. I'm on page 353. Let's go. I'm going to change from my tab back to the book. I'm on chapter 47. Wait, this is such a good quote. The best rewards come with the biggest consequences, because nothing that great is given for free. Damn. Oh, that was a sweet ending. Although his is not my favorite male characters ever, but this is something. I just love Zara. That's it. I finished the fine print at, oh my god, at 11:17 p.m. I don't know why it's taken me this long to read this book. I've definitely take a lot of breaks between reading though. This is one of the shortest times I read one whole book. Okay, now my short review for this. In the first like 200 pages, I was very captivated and I was very interested on how the story is going. But the last few chapters, I don't know, it's just kind of, I don't want to say uneventful because it is definitely more on the eventful side. It's very busy with all of this drama. I mean, like, I know the ending, right? Of course, everyone knows the ending. It's going to be a happy ending. But just how the author writes it doesn't really make me anticipate the progress to the ending, if you know what I mean. Okay, the next book. I'm thinking of reading Take Me With You When You Go. I think out of the option that I chose, I think this is the book that I'm most anticipated to read. Although I'm not really excited to read this. I mean, I definitely don't want to read a fantasy book right now. Romance is good, but not really. I feel like this is my last resort. What should I do? What should I do? I don't really have much options, honestly. Unless I want to read a classic, which I don't think I can read a classic, because that would mean I would waste the entire remaining time just reading that, translating every single words that I don't understand. It's settled. The third book I'm going to read is Take Me With You When You Go. It's still wrapped, by the way. You know what, doing videos like this is actually very motivating, since it became an excuse for me to read again. So, yay! I feel like I'm already losing my marbles. Am I already out of my mind? I like that this is short. Okay, that is nice. Starting my reading time at exactly 11:30. Let's go. It's midnight, officially the next day. I've already read 52 pages and I kind of already get the gist of what this book is about. Basically, this book follows two siblings. The older sister, which names is Bea, and the younger brother, which is Ezra. Now one day, Bea suddenly leaves the house. She left all of her other belongings. Later on, Ezra scours through his sister's room and found an email address, which is hers. That is the only way they could communicate. Now, the complicated part is that the household they live in was an abusive household. Ezra felt betrayed, but she kept telling him that the reason that she left is not the reason he thinks of, and that information has not been disclosed yet. So I think that is one of the main questions of the book. It's actually kind of entertaining. I thought it would be very boring. I'm doing a quick update. It's been a long time since I update you. It's 5 in the morning. I kind of got distracted by another book for a while, but I've been reading this book and I've already reached page 193. It's honestly very easy to read. I'm like not tired physically, but like my eyes are kind of tired since I have to keep reading continuously, but I'm still okay. We're still going strong. You know what? I kind of want to take back what I said before. I'm tired. Update. It's 5:44. I'm on page 293. There is less than 20 pages left. And I am done. This was definitely a journey that has too many obstacles, but I would gladly go through the journey again. It's so good. Okay, a little review on Take Me With You When You Go. I think I've said this before, but Take Me With You When You Go is written by two incredible authors, and my expectations were met. It's crazy how their words are so simple, it's so easy to understand, but it is still very, very wonderful. It is beautiful. Usually what compels me to give a book high rating, how much roller coaster of emotion I'm feeling while reading the book, but this book is an exception. The flow of this book is so stable, and I weirdly enjoy it. It's not making me bored or anything whatsoever. You know, and I really like that the chapters are indicated by emails. One email means one chapter in this book, and I think that is, for me, that is new, and I think it is wonderful. I'm surprised that this book is not popular on BookTok. I finished it at 5:55. Wait, did I already say it? I don't know, I forgot. That would mean I have about 3 hours left for this challenge. I was about to read this, right? But then, wait, 3 hours? I don't think I'm able to read the whole thing for 3 hours. So I'm going to actually do a little research on TikTok and see short books that I can read, preferably under 200 pages. Good news, I found a book. It is by Ali Hazelwood, one of her novellas, the first one, called Under One Roof, because right now it is still almost 6:30 and the novellas only has 100 something pages, so it's gonna be quick. I'm gonna rush. Good news, I still have my coffee. Bad news, I still look tired. I cannot care less about this book. Not interested. 2 more hours to go. Basically 7:30 and I'm raising the white flag, bro. I'm declaring my loss. I cannot. After I freshen up, I'm going to do a whole review, but right now, so bad. Okay, we have reached the end of the video. It has been a long time since the 24 hours ended. I took a long sleep and I'm very refreshed now. It is quite disappointing. There is only 2 hours left and I didn't manage to make it till the end. My impression to this 24 hours reading challenge. I would like to do this again, but my school is starting in a week, so I don't think I'll be able to do this as it is very exhausting. Now I'm going to review the books that I've read. I managed to read 3 books in the span of 24 hours. The first book that I read in the morning is this fantasy book called A Throne of Swans. I read this for 4 hours and 36 minutes and it has 352 pages. In the end, I gave it a 3 stars. I really liked the plot and for the most part of it, I didn't get bored. This book is a duology. The second book is called A Crown of Talents. I have the book and I'm definitely going to read it soon. Moving on. The second book that I read, I was actually going to read this, right? But then I went through my sister's bookshelf and I found this. I found The Fine Print. It is romance fiction. Okay, this is harsh. I gave it a 2 stars. I read this for 3 hours and 52 minutes, so that is a really short time to read. The wording here is very simple. I really like that. That is why I enjoyed it. But when it's nearing the end, I'm just not kind of feeling the vibe, and it's not boring per se, but I wasn't really anticipating the ending. Although I read this for effectively 3 hours and 52 minutes, I took a lot of short breaks during this book. It probably actually took like 9 hours, including the break time. That probably says a lot about this book. Next, it is Take Me With You When You Go. Amazing books. I found one of my most favorite book of all time. For now, it is this. I gave it a 5 stars and I read this effectively for 2 hours and 36 minutes. Isn't that crazy? It has, oh my god, it has 336 pages, but I love how these 2 authors write this. I said this before, but the words is very simple, but it is beautiful. It just left a deep affection for me. And while this book is very messy, like the plot is very messy, there's a lot happening, they managed to put it nicely. I like the flow. I just overwhelmingly love this book. Definitely, I recommend this book. Please read it. The authors are amazing. It's David Levithan and Jennifer Niven. Aside from those books though, in the middle of reading this book, like in the morning, about 2 a.m. ish, I got distracted by another book. So I actually read Credence by Penelope Douglas. I still have 200 more pages to go though, so I'm not giving a review on that. And the last book for this video is, there is only 3 hours left and I know I couldn't finish a whole book that I've already picked for this video. So I know Ali Hazelwood. It has a few novellas, and I picked this under one roof, but I just couldn't finish it. I didn't even manage to get to chapter 4 or something. I cannot comprehend the words. I think it's a me problem. I just feel it's kind of messy. That is why I ended this 24 hours reading challenge 2 hours early, since I just couldn't continue reading this. I don't know. That was the end of my disappointing 24 hours reading challenge. Definitely I need to have more strategy in starting this. So in the end, I've managed to read these 3 books. Definitely excited to read another book after this. This was overall a very enjoyable time. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching this. Goodbye, guys. I appreciate you for reaching the end, I swear. Because it's very messy. I'm so sorry. Goodbye.